I'm actually going to do a second video tonight because I'm crazy and on a roll. And this is a video I've been meaning to do for a while. A tag I've seen going around about 4 things, just because I feel like I haven't really talked much about me personally, and this might give people a little bit of insight into a little bit of my life besides just my weight loss journey. So the first one is 4 jobs, and actually I believe I've only had 3 so far. My 4th will be this summer. My first job ever I got as a junior in high school. I'm a cashier at a local grocery store, and also now work in the beer department as a cashier over there. And I've had that job since my junior year of high school, worked all the way through high school, and now that I'm in college in Massachusetts for robotics engineering and fire protection engineering, they still are nice enough to take me back and give me hours anytime I'm home on break for Christmas or summer. So I still actually have that job to this day. While I'm at school, I just have a work-study job in the ID office. Most of the time don't really do anything but sit there and do homework unless somebody comes in and has lost their ID. And my third job is also currently going on. I guess all 3 of them kind of happen intermittently at the same time, is EMS. So I am currently a first responder, and I volunteer through my school's emergency medical service squad, and we also do detail shifts for anything around campus that requires medical professionals for emergency response. So I do get paid for any detail shifts that I take, working concerts, any kind of club sport games. Fraternities will have games and have to have somebody there on scene. So anything like that I do get paid for, and then I also volunteer at least 1 to 2 shifts a week. Normally overnight shifts on weekends is what I take because I find them to be interesting, even though they get to be a little bit repetitive with the drunk people, but they always keep me well entertained. So that's definitely probably the job that I enjoy the most. It's something I've worked towards for a very long time, to be a first responder, and I just finished up my emergency medical technician course. I completed both the practical and the written exams for the class. I'm now eligible to take the state exams to actually get my certification, which has been thrown a little bit to the side now that I got a research position in Texas this summer. But hopefully as soon as I get back in Massachusetts in the fall, I'll find a practical exam to take, and then once I pass that, there's a written exam, and then I will move up from being a first responder to a emergency medical technician, which should open a lot of doors, and it's definitely something I've worked towards for a very long time, and I'm very happy to be a part of. And then what I've already mentioned partially is my 4th job will be this summer. I have a research position in Texas through the National Science Foundation and Texas A&M Center for Robotic Assisted Search and Rescue, and I'm working with an autonomous flying vehicle for chemical, biological, radiological, and nuclear disasters, working with research dealing with how a first responder can communicate with and the flying vehicle and the pilot of that vehicle to best navigate through a disaster scene. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I leave next Saturday. So I'm sure I will be updating you guys on that through the summer. The next thing is 4 places I've lived. Most of my life I grew up in Erie, Pennsylvania. Born in Erie, Pennsylvania. I finally moved away for college. I go to school in Worcester, Massachusetts, which would be the second place I lived. I did a term in Ifrane, Morocco, by far the most interesting place I've lived, and I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I was there long enough that I was just a couple days away from having to apply to be a resident of Morocco. Kind of glad that I didn't have to go through that process, but at the same time, I think it would be really cool to be able to say that yes, I was a resident of Morocco. Um, Definitely an incredibly neat experience, and I'm sure I'll talk more about that later too. And so those are the three places I've lived. The fourth will be next year when I study in Australia. Um, Four places I've been on vacation. I actually want to split this up into two different um, categories. So, four places I've been to for study abroad is Spain, Panama, Morocco, and next year I'll be in Australia. So, study abroad's definitely um, a big part of my life. It's a huge part of the why I chose to go to WPI, and it's definitely something I find very valuable and something that everybody should do. And then four places on vacation. Um, to be honest, my family hasn't been on vacation in a very long time, mostly because I went to a school that is very much so out of my price range. I should not be going there if you look at finances. And because of that, my family, I can't remember what our last vacation was, but it's been a very long time since we've had a family vacation. By far, my favorite was when we went out to Nevada and California to go to all of the national parks, like Death Valley, Kings Canyon, Yosemite. Yosemite was just absolutely beautiful, one of my favorites, and it's someplace I definitely want to go back to. Um, and then a lot of our family vacations are more outdoorsy, the national parks, the state parks, camping, Tennessee, West Virginia, all of those kind of things. So, let's see, four favorite foods, before and after. Well, after I'm probably gonna have to wait on since I'm still on full liquids, so that's not very interesting. But before, definitely with all my travels, I've got some interesting foods that I like, and one of my favorites is chicken pastilla, um, which is from Morocco. It's a traditional Moroccan dish, and I've actually been working on how to make a healthier, weight loss surgery friendly version of it. And I know for a fact I will be making a video once I'm cleared to eat regular foods. I'm going to be working on perfecting that recipe, making it as weight loss surgery friendly as possible, and I will be doing a video on that um, because it's definitely something I'm not removing from my diet. I'm just making it a little bit less greasy. I love couscous. I could eat couscous all day, live off of that. Chinese. My ex-boyfriend and I probably put away a good portion of the Chinese that existed in Erie while we were together. We kind of went out to Chinese a lot. Um, so yeah, I can definitely put away Chinese food. I guess not anymore. But and then the fourth would probably be chocolate in any form, bar, cake, ice cream. If it's chocolate, I'm probably gonna like it. Um, Four places I'd rather be right now. To be honest, I'm incredibly excited to be home right now. It's been so long since I've been home, and I'm turning around and leaving to go to Texas all summer again. So right now, I want to be here. Um, if I had to go other places, Yosemite, go camping in Yosemite, that would definitely be a positive. I've honestly been missing Morocco lately. I love their food. I love the people, the markets, and I definitely lately, for some reason, I just really want to go back to Morocco. So that would be another place, and then just anywhere skiing. I haven't been skiing in quite a while because of being up at school during the winter. I just haven't been able to go to skiing in probably 2 years now, and that's really sad to me. So I definitely would like to be skiing right now. And the last thing is 4 things you'd like to do after surgery. So 4 things that I've never, well, not never, the first 3 are things I've never done before. Ride a horse. I think I still remember the day that we were on vacation somewhere. I wanted to ride a horse. The weight limit was 250. I weighed 260. And ever since then, my weight has gone up, 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 and I have never been able to ride a horse. So that's definitely on my list of things to do. Zip lining, skydiving, another one of those things that you see the weight limit, you keep telling yourself you're going to get down to that weight so you can go skydiving, and it just never happens. I cannot wait to see the day when I can go skydiving. Um, I would definitely love to ride a roller coaster again, because it's been a very long time since I've ridden a roller coaster. And the last thing would be whitewater rafting. And I've been whitewater rafting quite a few times. I want to say 5 or 6. And the last time I went was with my ex-boyfriend, and we were down in West Virginia, and we were going on this trip that was class 3, 4, and 5 rapids. And the whole time we were getting ready to go, people from the rafting company kept coming up to me, approaching me about if I knew what I was getting myself into. And it was only specifically me. And it made me really upset that they kept telling me, do you understand what you're doing? Do you understand that if you fall out, you have to be able to swim, that you have to be able to get yourself back in the raft, that, your life is on the line, and if you can't protect yourself, you need to be able to do that. And it upset me so much. One thing, because I've been rafting quite a few times and have progressed up to the point of being able to do class 5 rapids, granted with a instructor in the raft with you. But it's not like I was just jumping into class 5 and never had done it before. And it really upset me that these people just were so persistent with trying to basically talk me out of doing it, and it was all because I was fat. And it upset me so much. I remember the bus, because you bus up the river so that you can come back down, and like I was just on the verge of crying the whole time because I was being singled out, and it was all because of my weight. So I would definitely like to go whitewater rafting again without having people um, trying to talk me out of it, trying to change my mind, trying to tell me that I couldn't do this because of my weight. And just to be able to do that and feel like a normal person and fit in with everybody else in the company would just be a fabulous experience. So, with that being said, I hope everybody got to know me a little bit better, and I will see you guys all on Tuesday. Have a great day.